So from your perspective, Grace, how is customized learning different from a traditional school classroom experience?
So there's definitely a lot of differences. First of all, it's the scheduling for sure, and having those 20-minute chunks of time, which obviously they're chunked together, so you have like 40 and 60 here and there, but instead of just going in the same place every day for the same amount of time, you're switching it up and you're going to different classes, different times of the day. Someday you might not even have a certain class, and someday you'll have more of that class, so that's really the difference probably. And then there's also the learning style. You get to learn at your own pace, as fast or slow as you want. You're not really held back or held back by your peers, basically. So if they are not ready to move on, or they are ready to move on and you're not ready to move on, then you can stay behind and do that or move ahead.
You're actually getting at this next question then. So from your perspective, what are the advantages of customized learning for you and your colleagues?
So yeah, that's definitely an advantage, because it can get really boring in a normal setting if you really understand something and you just have to stay and continue doing that. And you cannot move ahead. So I think that's definitely an advantage, being able to work ahead. And then also, if you don't understand something, you can stay behind and really pound that topic until you get it, and then move on. So that's an advantage. And then, like I talked about the schedule as well, I would say that's an advantage because it mixes up. It's not so boring.
So what, if anything, would you identify as particularly challenging for some learners in making the transition to customized learning?
I would say definitely time management is really challenging, because you still have to stay close to teacher pace so that you don't get super behind, so you still finish your course, but yet you want to move at the pace that you can. So managing your time, making sure that you get all your stuff done for every class before it's due or around when it's due is definitely challenging, because there's so much to handle, and it's a lot different because the teacher's not just telling you what to do. You have to kind of figure it out for yourself.
So now, if you're in the role of giving advice to some students coming into a customized learning environment, what is that advice?
Don't procrastinate. We were told to talk to the incoming freshmen last year, and basically that's what we told them. Don't procrastinate, and use your SAM time wisely, and make sure that you definitely, just use your time wisely, plan out stuff, and make sure that you get your stuff done on time, or else you'll get too behind to catch up, basically.
Okay. So as you consider the experience that you've had in customized learning, what are you observing that indicates that customized learning is making a positive difference?
So last year it was really challenging because it was the first year here at Harrisburg, so that was rough for everyone, I think, and the teachers were trying to figure it out, we were trying to figure it out, and just working together and trying to figure out how we could do this was challenging. But then this year everything's changed and it's a lot more positive. We can work at our own pace. We feel like we're understanding the concepts for the most part, and testing and all that stuff is a lot smoother. And so I'd say that definitely those are things that are beneficial.
Okay. Based on your experience with customized learning, would you recommend this approach for other schools, and why?
Definitely. I would definitely recommend it for other schools. Obviously the transition's rough, and obviously it's going to take some time to get kids into it and get them to learn about it and learn how to do it and use their time wisely. But for the most part, I would definitely recommend it because it's really beneficial and it's helped a lot of people a lot, and I think it's going to benefit us in the future with comprehension and just courses and stuff like that for college and knowing how to manage our time.
You already answered my last question about how it impacts the future, your future. So where do you hope to go to school, or what do you see as your future?
I want to go into medicine of some sort, or science career cluster, but I don't really know where I want to go yet.
So how is customized learning going to help you get ready for that?
Well, the main thing I've noticed is, so obviously these first 2 years in high school, you kind of have to do all your core classes and get that stuff done, but we've talked to teachers and stuff, and a lot of them have said that in the next couple of years we can start choosing more of the stuff we want to do and take less of what we don't want to do. So if I'm not so interested in English, I can just take what's required. Then I can take more science and stuff like that because I have room in my schedule to do that. So I think that's definitely what's going to help me in my future.